I always believed in hiring not for skill sets. Trust me, skill sets are important. That's why the resume gets forwarded to you. The MBAs and all are important because that's the way that you get confidence and concepts into your workplace. But it's all about, for me, the hiring was all about the attitude. Because I have a very simple philosophy that you can teach a person anything at work. And anyway, the knowledge that I have, like I'm just finishing my master's in logistics and supply chain management now. And I keep on learning every 5 years because I believe.
I have noticed that. I've noticed that as well about you. I know you were doing some course from Harvard when you were in India or in.
I did that data scientist. We did data scientist then. Data science is being spoken about today, right? But the honest truth is, all the knowledge that you gain is useless after 3 to 5 years through academic institutions. That's one thing. And second thing I keep on learning is because that keeps you humble. Because when you learn with young kids and young professionals, you learn that, your best innovative years start going down after 43, 44. So if you want to keep up, either you hire the best people with you or you keep up the learning to understand what's happening in the world. So these are the two things that I try to do to keep yourself humble. But anyway, I was saying you can teach the knowledge because knowledge anyway changes every 3 to 4 years. But you can't change people's attitude, their behaviors, their loyalties, the way they are authentic. Do they believe in what they say? Are they comfortable with failure? And I remember when I was hiring in Singapore, people said, you can't ask this question because my last question was, tell me something about your failure. And what did you learn from it? And the reason I used to ask that question is I wanted to always understand whether the person is comfortable with failure. Trust me, I fail every day, even today. I mean, one of the things that I do today is I fail every day, but I make my bosses win. And if there is something and that's the true, I would say magic sauce, is when you reach places like San Francisco, you cannot grow by yourself. You have to forget that. So when you were in India, you could be known as yourself, one person by yourself. Mm-hmm. Even as a region, you could be spared as saying, okay, that's Vishal and his team. But when you go into the global platform, especially in the US, trust me, you can't win. You got to make the others win and be happy the organization moved ahead. Because if you are winning, there's a very simple saying here. It's a tall poppy syndrome. Always when you see a field of poppy, if the poppy is tall, it is always cut back. So you want to grow in this part of the world, you got to grow with the other poppy around you. You will grow, but they will not let you grow faster than themselves, who are sitting here for longer than you.
Right.
So you got to learn to give. You've got to learn to give. So far, it's the right thing for the organization. So the expectations change. I guess that's something I'm still doing today. That's been my biggest learning. I've not learned anything at work, let me be honest, but I've learned a lot about human mind, how it works, and exactly how to be, manage the corporate politics.
Yeah, and I think we'll come to that towards the end as well. But tell us about, say, one or two things that you had to really learn differently in your Singapore tenure in a regional role, which required you to be, to survive there. I don't know why Vishal's screen went off. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Go on.
Well, I think so. As I said, in Australia, the biggest thing was about how are you accepted by 14 different cultures? Because everybody's coming that they know their business. They are accountable for the business. They have the P&L. You don't have a P&L as a planning function. But at the same time, you have the authority to say, I'm not buying your inventory or you buy more of this inventory. And you can basically prioritize his production. You can basically prioritize, capital budget into his distribution to give him a capability. So it's about how do you get that trust among different stakeholders that you're fair. And I think so. Then this thing about fairness comes through. I'll be honest, I believe in diversity. I'm very proud of my roots, but I don't differentiate one from the other.